Google Stadia's list of games is steadily growing with some timed exclusives including the Tony Hawk's inspired Wavebreak. And so, for something a little bit different, this is our review of Wavebreak on Google Stadia. Thanks for watching 9to5Google on YouTube. Remember to thumbs up, hit subscribe and enable notifications with the bell icon to be among the first to watch our upcoming videos. First up, if you're interested in Google Stadia games and news and want to see more content just like this, then be sure to let us know down in the comments section below. This is potentially the first in maybe an extended gaming series with a specific focus on Google Stadia. We thought we'd try this out and well, if you enjoy it, maybe we'll do more content just like this. Back to the matter at hand though, if you are a fan of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and are looking for something to fill the gap, at least until the next instalment hits shelves and digital stores later this year, then Wavebreak might have cropped up in your preliminary searches. At first, Wavebreak seems just like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, with a control scheme that should feel all too familiar. A or X to jump, Y or triangle to grind, X or square to flip, B or circle to grab, etc, etc. Plus, there is the 2-minute timer and even some game session goals, paying homage to the once great skating title. Once you hit the water, however, there is a new dynamic that comes into play, as the ocean will splash, ripple and wave, which is entirely different from the hard concrete most skating fans will be familiar with from the Tony Hawk series. We found that the game's physics in general, and especially the dynamics of the water, can take a couple of hours to get used to. Even then, the controls and physics never feel quite as clean and tight as you'd hope, leaning more towards clumsy than the precision you may come to know from the Tony Hawk's series. This sometimes makes longer lines and therefore those really high scores something you really have to work for. And I say that as a reasonably competent, and dare I say it, quite advanced Tony Hawk's player. There is also a campaign included that sees you play as usually a cute teddy bear by the name of Bigpin, working through a checklist of tasks that need to be completed in particular locations, of which there are 4 distinct levels to play through. These tasks include the skating classics like collecting all of the letters in combo in one combo move, as well as a proper story missions that feel like mini episodes of Miami Vice. Until you've gotten a firm handle of Wavebreak's physics and built up your own skill points which are obtained through in-game cash, some of these missions are absolutely brutal, owing entirely to the campaign's ever-present 2-minute timer. While enforcing a timer has long been a staple of skating games, it does feel frustrating in 2020 and is exacerbated by the lack of quick restart button. Instead, you can choose to end a run early, after which the game processes the objectives you did and probably didn't finish, and then finally allows you to reload the level again. This extended loop of repeatedly trying and failing to complete a level's tasks, only then to wait for the level to load again, slowly became the biggest source of frustration we've had with Wavebreak. Level layouts also mean that making progress is tedious, and goals can feel incredibly confusing without any sort of hint pre or post level. As much as you may want to experience more of the story-orientated campaign features, which sadly don't seem to offer a way to be replayed, the real magic lies in Wavebreak's other game modes. Free play and time attack let you spend a longer time getting to know each of the 4 levels and mastering the art of stringing together tricks to rack up incredibly high scores. There's still one more thing though about Wavebreak that we've intentionally avoided mentioning thus far, and that's the guns. Without a doubt, the Miami Vice fantasy wouldn't be complete without the ability to frivolously fire guns at other animals and boats, but at the same time, the guns simply feel tacked on. That is in most modes anyway. In a single player campaign, you rarely need to use your gun at all, and in multiplayer time attack, it feels absolutely bizarre to be able to literally shoot and kill your opponent to break their combos. However, Wavebreak's deathmatch mode is a strangely fun hybrid arcade-style game where the skating takes the back seat while you unleash a hail of bullets on your opponents, collect their money, get better guns and repeat the process. All throughout the game though, Wavebreak's original soundtrack full of stellar retro wave tracks manages to both cement the 80s or Miami's Vice vibe and draw you into a pretty zen state, perfectly nailing combos. Coincided with the release of Wavebreak, the full soundtrack is also available to listen on streaming services, and tracks like Wave Up are absolutely worth a listen if you get the chance. Overall, we formed what feels like a love-hate relationship towards Wavebreak over the last week or so, and we're sure that you'll love it for what it promises, a fun, imaginative new take on the skateboarding genre. But you may hate it for what it is, a brutal and sometimes clumsy imitation of a game once beloved by millions. So that just about wraps it up. If you enjoyed our quick review of Wavebreak, be sure to let us know down below, especially if you'd like to see more content just like this. But until next time, this is Damien saying thanks for watching, and I will speak to you later.